What's up everyone, welcome to Film Spot, and today we will be talking about best upcoming movies. Netflix officially renewed Wednesday for a third season on July 23, 2025, even before the premiere of Season 2, which is set to debut on August 6th, followed by Part 2 on September 3rd. The early announcement reflects Netflix's strong faith in the franchise, even without viewer feedback on the upcoming season. Showrunners Alfred Goh and Miles Miller have stated that their mission is to make each season better, with promises of deeper lore tied to Nevermore Academy, more dark family secrets, and the introduction of new Addams family members, all while keeping Jenna Ortega's Wednesday as the show's intense and mysterious core. The show's first season became a record breaker, reportedly pulling in over 250 million individual account views in its debut week, making it one of the platform's most watched English-language series ever. At the same time, Netflix executives and Go confirmed that a spin-off series is already in early development. While no details are official yet, speculation points toward Uncle Fester, played by Fred Armisen, possibly taking center stage in the new show. Season 3 and the spin-off have no confirmed release dates, but with a darker tone, new cast members like Steve Buscemi and Billie Piper, and growing fan buzz, the Addams universe is expanding fast. The spooky future of Wednesday looks anything but grim. The superhero saga Invincible is officially returning for Season 4 on Amazon Prime Video, with a confirmed release window set for 2026. While no specific month or date has been announced, creator Robert Kirkman confirmed the animation team is aiming to maintain the faster release pattern observed between Seasons 2 and 3. The show's official X account announced that voice recording is already complete, which is a strong sign production is on track and helps explain the shorter turnaround. Further backing this, star J.K. Simmons, Omni-Man, teased he's already dipped his toes into Season 4's recording sessions. Season 4 will delve into the intense Viltrumite War arc, adapting events roughly from comic issues number 66 to number 78. The season will introduce Thrag, the Viltrum Empire's fearsome leader, and feature a new storyline centered on Damien Darkblood, including supernatural or even infernal themes not explored in the original comics. Most main cast members, including Steven Yeun, Mark Grayson, and J.K. Simmons, are expected to return. Excitingly, Matthew Rhys has joined the voice cast for Season 4, leading to speculation he may voice Thrag. In summary, Invincible Season 4 is officially confirmed for a 2026 launch, currently in full production with finished voice work, and promises both loyal comic storylines and bold new content for fans. Marvel and Sony officially pulled back the curtain on Tom Holland's new Spider-Man suit for Spider-Man Brand New Day in a brief teaser video released on August 1st, National Spider-Man Day. The clip didn't reveal much, just a shadowy flash of the costume, but it was more than enough to spark massive online excitement. The suit is described as bright red with raised black webbing, a design that immediately reminds fans of Tobey Maguire's classic suit from the early 2000s Spider-Man trilogy. That nostalgic touch quickly made waves across social media and sparked theories about deeper ties to earlier Spider-Man timelines or multiverse hints. Set for a July 31, 2026 theatrical release, the film will be Tom Holland's fourth solo outing as Peter Parker within the MCU, now positioned as part of Marvel Phase 6. Returning cast members include Zendaya and Jacob Batalon, while new additions like Jon Bernthal as the Punisher and Sadie Sink in a mysterious role have fans speculating wildly. Tom Holland hinted that the movie would return to old-school filmmaking, using real locations over green screens, such as Glasgow standing in for New York. The new suit and grounded tone suggest Spider-Man is truly starting over, and fans are here for it. Warner Bros. Is currently in early talks with Lee Isaac Chung, the acclaimed director behind Twisters and the Oscar-nominated indie drama Minari, to lead a new prequel in the Ocean's 11 franchise. Chung's recent success with the high-budget disaster film Twisters, which brought in over $372 million worldwide, has positioned him as a fresh, visionary pick for this stylish reboot of the beloved heist series. The script is being written by Carrie Solomon, known for her work on the romantic comedy A Family Affair starring Zac Efron and Nicole Kidman. The upcoming film will be produced by Lucky Chap Entertainment, the production company co-founded by Margot Robbie. This new installment is rumored to be set in the 1960s and could star Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling as the stylish and clever parents of George Clooney's Danny Ocean and Sandra Bullock's Debbie Ocean. Though Jay Roach was previously linked to the project, Lee Isaac Chung now appears to be the top choice to direct, suggesting a fresh creative approach. While casting and plot specifics remain under wraps, the story is expected to focus on a team of suave thieves pulling off a high-stakes European heist. A retro reboot is on the way, and fans are eager for more. In a major franchise move, Amazon MGM Studios has tapped Stephen Knight, the mind behind Peaky Blinders, to write the next James Bond film, ushering in a bold new era for 007 under its updated creative leadership. Knight will be working alongside visionary director Denis Villeneuve, best known for his work on Dune and Arrival, who has already signed on to direct the project. Knight, a celebrated British screenwriter with a track record of gritty, character-driven stories like Locke, Eastern Promises, and Spencer, expressed his enthusiasm for taking on Bond. He called the opportunity a dream come true and revealed his goal is to strike a balance between staying true to Bond's legacy while delivering something fresh, describing his take as the same but different, and better, stronger, and bolder than before. This new film will be the 26th official Bond installment and the first since Daniel Craig's No Time to Die in 2021. No official title or lead actor has been announced, but speculation points to rising stars like Tom Holland, Harris Dickinson, and Jacob Elordi as top contenders. With production expected to begin after Villeneuve wraps Dune Part 3, a 2028 release seems likely, marking a new chapter shaped by Knight's grounded style and Villeneuve's cinematic scale. Sony Pictures and writer-director Aaron Sorkin have officially moved forward on The Social Network Part 2, with casting discussions underway for two rising stars, Mikey Madison and Jeremy Allen White. Mikey Madison, fresh off her Oscar win for Honora, is in early talks to portray whistleblower Frances Hogan, the former Facebook employee who released internal documents exposing Instagram's negative impact on teen girls and the company's controversial handling of misinformation and high-profile users. Jeremy Allen White, best known for his Emmy-winning role in The Bear, is also being considered for a significant role, possibly portraying investigative reporter Jeff Horowitz or another central figure involved in the exposé. As for the role of Mark Zuckerberg, reports suggest Jeremy Strong is the current frontrunner, potentially stepping in for Jesse Eisenberg. Strong, praised for his intense dramatic roles, has worked with Sorkin before in acclaimed legal dramas. Eisenberg has reportedly opted not to return due to personal discomfort with Zuckerberg's real-life behavior. Unlike the original film's focus on Facebook's origin story, the sequel will spotlight recent controversies, from political polarization and algorithmic influence to teen mental health and the January 6th aftermath. Though still in early development, the project is generating buzz. The follow-up promises to tackle the darker evolution of social media, and all eyes are on what Sorkin does next. Exciting news for horror fans! Evil Dead Burn has officially begun filming in New Zealand as of July 2025. Director Sebastian Vanecek confirmed the start of production with a behind-the-scenes photo on social media featuring a clapboard that read Day 1, from 93 to NZ, a clear nod to the franchise's roots and the journey to this new chapter. This sixth installment in the legendary Evil Dead franchise is scheduled for release on July 24, 2026. Vanecek, who earned acclaim for his intense horror film Infested, co-wrote the script with Florent Bernard. He described Burn as a raw and visceral experience, a nasty film that hurts, intended to leave audiences shaken both physically and emotionally. The cast features Sohaila Yacoub, Hunter Duhan, Lucienne Buchanan, and Tandy Wright, each stepping into a fresh nightmare filled with chaos, possession, and relentless evil. This marks a new ensemble for the franchise, ready to face deadite terror head-on. The film is backed by horror legends Sam Raimi, Robert Tappert, Bruce Campbell, and Lee Cronin under the Ghost House Pictures and New Line Cinema banners. With plot details still under wraps, fans can expect the return of familiar thrills, demons, blood, and chainsaws, Evil Dead style. Sony Pictures has officially set September 18, 2026 as the release date for the new Resident Evil reboot. This upcoming film is directed by Zach Kreger, the filmmaker behind the hit horror movie Barbarian, and co-written by Shay Hatton. Designed as a complete reboot under Sony and PlayStation Productions, the project is intended to bring the franchise back to its horror roots, shedding the more action-heavy tone of previous adaptations. Early plot details reveal that the story will follow Brian, a laid-back organ courier who is likely portrayed by Austin Abrams. His night takes a terrifying turn when he's tasked with delivering a mysterious package to Raccoon City General Hospital. En route, he accidentally hits a strange woman with his car, someone who may not be entirely human. What follows is a harrowing descent into chaos as he navigates a hospital overrun with mutated creatures. While the film won't stick closely to the original video game plots, the director promises a faithful recreation of the game's dark, nerve-wracking tone, filled with claustrophobic hallways, creeping danger, and limited resources. Filming begins in summer 2025 in Europe, with backing from Sony, Constantin Film, and Vertigo Entertainment. A chilling new chapter for Resident Evil is coming. DC Studios has officially brought on board Ana Nogueira, the talented screenwriter behind Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, to write the script for the upcoming Wonder Woman reboot. With previous experience shaping characters like Supergirl and contributions to other live-action superhero projects, Nogueira is now leading Diana Prince's next big-screen adventure in the newly rebooted DC Universe, overseen by James Gunn and Peter Safran. James Gunn recently clarified that while Wonder Woman is a high-priority project, the studio isn't rushing its development. The focus remains on ensuring the script meets the highest standards before moving into production. Although the film has yet to confirm its director or lead actress, securing Nogueira signals a confident step forward in building a strong foundation for the character's return. Nogueira is already making waves within DC for her adaptation of Supergirl, which has received internal praise for exceeding expectations. Her broader partnership with DC Studios includes work on multiple major properties, further showcasing the trust placed in her storytelling abilities. Additionally, the new Wonder Woman film will connect thematically to the upcoming HBO series Paradise Island, which explores Themyscira's culture before Diana's birth. With Nogueira steering the project, fans can expect a powerful and emotionally rich reboot. No release date has been confirmed yet. Actor Vin Diesel, the voice behind the beloved tree-like hero Groot, recently shared a now-altered Instagram post that sent Marvel fans into a frenzy. In the original caption, he revealed he had finally finished the Groot sequel for our friends at Disney, The Arbor King, adding that the continuation of that beloved floral colossus just feels different. But within minutes, the post was edited, and all mentions of Groot or the mysterious project were removed. The only line that remained, "So much to be excited about, blessed." This isn't the first time Diesel has stirred the pot. Earlier this year, he teased a Marvel project potentially titled Planet X, which he described as one of Marvel's most anticipated stories. Fans of Groot will recognize Planet X as the character's homeworld, a setting never fully explored on screen. Now, with a sudden reference to the Arbor King, speculation is soaring. Is this a solo Groot movie, an animated special, a Guardians spin-off? As of now, Marvel Studios has made no official announcement, but Diesel's cryptic excitement and quick censorship have only made fans more suspicious and more curious. Groot may be silent, but this mystery is growing louder. Marvel Studios is quietly ramping up development on Black Panther 3, and director Ryan Coogler has just offered new insights that have fans buzzing. The film is officially in development under Marvel's new focus on quality over quantity, with Denzel Washington reportedly confirmed to take a role specifically written by Coogler himself. On a recent podcast appearance, Coogler hinted cryptically, "not long," before fans will get to see the movie, and confirmed he has been pushing to work with Washington since day one, calling him the greatest living actor and praising his mentorship role in the film community. Washington had already teased news of the role during a press tour, and Coogler later confirmed its real and active development is underway. Although no release date is set, Marvel producer Nate Moore has stated Black Panther 3 will arrive after Avengers: Secret Wars, likely placing it in 2028 or beyond. The story is expected to continue Wakanda's legacy. Shuri remains key. There could be power shifts involving Toussaint, T'Challa's son, and a darker, more supernatural tone may emerge, possibly tying to ancestral lore and Wakandan mysticism. With Coogler at the wheel and Washington potentially on board, Black Panther 3 looks set to be a bold next chapter in the MCU. Amazon MGM Studios has officially cast Lily James alongside Chris Hemsworth in the upcoming submarine action thriller Subversion. The film will be directed by acclaimed German filmmaker Patrick Vollrath, with the screenplay written by Andrew Ferguson. The premise has been described as Die Hard on a submarine, a gripping, high-stakes chase set in the dangerous, unpredictable environment of international waters. In the film, Hemsworth takes on the role of a once promising naval commander who becomes entangled with a powerful cartel-like organization. Under pressure and with limited options, he's forced to operate a stealth submarine packed with illegal cargo. Opposing him is Lily James, who plays a determined and fearless Coast Guard officer tasked with intercepting him, setting the stage for a tense and dangerous cat-and-mouse conflict. The project is produced by Lorenzo di Bonaventura through his Di Bonaventura Pictures label, with Stephen Schaefer and Greg Cohen on board as executive producers. The film promises to deliver claustrophobic intensity, raw realism, and explosive action beneath the surface. Filming is expected to begin in September 2025 in Australia. With no official release date yet, fans are already excited by the film's star power and its thrilling storyline. Subversion could be one of the most talked about action thrillers of the decade. Spider-Punk is getting his own animated movie at Sony. Sony Pictures Animation is developing a solo film about Hobie Brown, the punk rocker Spider-Man who first appeared in Across the Spider-Verse. Daniel Kaluuya, who voiced Spider-Punk, is set to co-write the new movie with writer Ajan Singh. The project is in very early development, so plot details and a release date are not public yet. Producers from the Spider-Verse films are linked to the project, including Phil Lord, Christopher Miller, and Amy Pascal. Many outlets say Kaluuya will likely return to voice Hobie, but that is not officially confirmed. Spider-Punk stands out for his wild look, his guitar, and his big personality. Sony is building more films and shows inside the Spider-Verse world, and this spin-off follows that plan. For now, the main thing to know is that the studio is moving forward, and the character will get a bigger story to lead. Fans who liked Spider-Punk in the last movie should be excited to see him lead his own adventures, with loud music, big fights, and sharp jokes. Keep watching for official updates and trailers so you do not miss this. Dave Bautista is stepping into a famous villain role in a brand new Highlander movie. He will play the Kurgan, a fierce immortal warrior who fights other immortals to gain their power. Fans have wanted to see Bautista in this role for a long time, and now it's finally happening. In this new version, the hero, Connor MacLeod, will be played by Henry Cavill, best known as Superman, and the wise mentor Ramirez will be played by Russell Crowe. The movie is directed by Chad Stahelski, the same person who brought audiences the action-packed John Wick films, and it is being made by Amazon MGM. Shooting is expected to begin soon, and people are already excited to see Bautista and Cavill face off in epic fight scenes full of clashing swords and yelling, "There can be only one." This is one of the biggest casting announcements of the year, with a strong star like Bautista playing the bad guy and a proven action director at the helm. Fans of the original and newcomers alike will be watching closely as this new Highlander takes shape. Stay tuned, you don't want to miss what comes next. Spider-Man 4, coming to movie theaters on July 31st, 2026. This new story brings back some big names from Marvel. Mark Ruffalo will be playing Bruce Banner, the Hulk, once again. Michael Mando is returning as Mac Gargan, better known as the Scorpion, the bad guy who first showed up in Spider-Man Homecoming. The film will also have John Bernthal back as the Punisher, and familiar faces like Zendaya and Jacob Batalon will be there too. Filming has started in Glasgow, Scotland, where the city is being turned into a version of New York for big action scenes. Fans are buzzing because Spider-Man will go up against other strong heroes before teaming up when they must. The director is Destin Daniel Cretton, and the same writers from earlier Spider-Man films are writing the script. Spider-Man's new movie feels like a fresh start and promises lots of action and surprises ahead. A new LEGO movie called Inner Child is being made by Universal Pictures and the LEGO Group. It started as a regular live-action story by writer James Morosini, but now the team is turning it into an animated LEGO comedy. The film is still in early stages, so we do not yet know what the story is or when it will come out. This shows Universal and LEGO are planning more fun LEGO movies beyond the ones we already know. James Morosini wrote the original story, and the movie is now being reshaped into something that fits the bright, creative LEGO world. The project is just starting now, so there are no cast names, release date, or plot details yet. What's important is that this is a brand new idea that is now joining the LEGO movie family. Fans who love LEGO characters, fun stories, and lots of color will want to keep an eye out for updates about Inner Child. Soon we will learn who will play the characters, what the story will be, and when we can watch it. Let's stay excited and check back for more news as it comes. Leonardo DiCaprio is talking about joining Heat 2, the new follow-up to the famous 1995 movie Heat by Michael Mann. Heat 2 is based on a book Mann wrote with Meg Gardner in 2022. This story takes us back before the original film and then moves forward afterward. The film is still not officially approved because the cost to make it is very high. At first, the budget was over $200 million, but Mann lowered it to $170 million. Even so, the studio Warner Brothers is looking for a partner, like Apple, to help with the money. People think having a huge star like Leonardo DiCaprio could make the studio more willing to say yes. Other names like Adam Driver and Austin Butler have been linked in fans' talks, but nothing is set in stone. Michael Mann has sent his first script draft, but filming has not started yet, and there is no release date. For now, the big things to know are Heat 2 is planned, they still need money, Michael Mann is working on the script, and big actors are in talks but not confirmed. Fans of the first film are watching closely and hoping it will keep the intense story and strong characters that made Heat so famous. James Gunn is set to take on another major DC movie after finishing work on Superman. Warner Brothers has announced that Gunn will write and direct the next film in what they are calling the Super Family. While the studio has not revealed the title, many believe it could focus on another Kryptonian hero connected to Superman. This movie shows Warner Brothers is giving Gunn a bigger role in shaping the new DC universe, which he is building alongside Peter Safran. Gunn is currently directing Superman, which stars David Corenswet as the Man of Steel, and is scheduled to release in July 2025. Once that film is complete, Gunn will shift his focus to the new project, which is expected to carry the same tone and style he's bringing to Superman. Fans are already speculating about possible characters, such as Supergirl or other heroes from Krypton. The announcement is also a sign that DC is working to create a connected lineup of movies with consistent vision. For now, details are being kept quiet, but Gunn's involvement has already sparked huge excitement, with many eager to see how he expands the Super Family and continues shaping the future of DC films. Big news for fans! A Quiet Place Part 3 will hit theaters on July 9th, 2027, and John Krasinski is back to write, direct, and produce the new film. Paramount and Krasinski announced the date this week, and this next movie will follow the 2018 original, the 2021 sequel, and the 2024 prequel, Day One. Krasinski helped create the series and now returns to lead the story again. The studio has not shared the plot or the cast, so we do not know if actors like Emily Blunt, Millicent Simmons, or Noah Jupe will return. The later release gives the team more time to prepare the special effects and the quiet scares the series uses. The new movie joins a whole set of Quiet Place films that have been very popular and have made a lot of money at the box office. Fans are excited, and many hope to see new characters mixed with some familiar faces. For now, mark July 9th, 2027 on your calendar and watch for trailers and casting news as the studio shares more details. Expect big, quiet scares. Disney Plus has canceled the live-action Goosebumps series after 2 seasons. Based on R.L. Stine's famous books, the show first arrived on Disney Plus and Hulu in October 2023 and returned with a second chapter called Goosebumps: The Vanishing on January 10, 2025. The program worked like an anthology, meaning each season told a different scary story with new characters and new mysteries. And Season 2 starred David Schwimmer as a dad who must protect his twins from strange events. Variety reported that Disney Plus will not pick up a third season, and Sony Pictures Television, which makes the show, is now trying to find another streamer to keep the story going. Many fans were surprised because the show had good numbers and strong reviews. Both seasons are still available to watch on Disney Plus and Hulu, while people wait to see if another streamer will save the series. The creators say they loved bringing R.L. Stine's spooky world to life and hopes to continue the franchise somewhere else. For now, the news is sad for fans, but there is still hope that Goosebumps can find a new home and new tales can be made in the future soon. Final Destination is getting another movie. New Line and Warner Brothers are working on Final Destination 7 after the big success of the last film, Final Destination Bloodlines. Bloodlines earned about $286 million worldwide, and it opened at number 1 at the box office with a very strong first weekend. Because the movie did so well, the studio has hired Laurie Evans Taylor, who co-wrote Bloodlines, to write the new script. Producers who helped to bring Bloodlines to life are expected to return, including Craig Perry, Sheila Hanahan-Taylor, John Watts, Diane McGonigal, and Toby Emmerich, and Warren Zeid is set to serve as an executive producer. The new film is in early development, so there is no release date yet, and the studio has not shared the story or the cast. Fans are wondering if the directors from Bloodlines will return, or if the next movie will try a new idea with fresh characters and different scares. For now, the big news is clear. Final Destination 7 is officially moving forward with a writer who helped reboot the series, and more details will come as the studio shapes the next chapter and gets ready to make the movie. Stay tuned for updates soon. James Gunn told fans not to believe recent stories that say Robin appears in The Batman Part 2. He wrote that people should stop believing this nonsense, and that only a few people have read the script. The news began after a report claimed Robin would show up in the Matt Reeves sequel, and that set off a lot of talk online. Gunn jumped in to calm things and asked people to wait for real news from him or the studio. He also reminded fans that many stories are guesses or come from people who do not have the full details. The Batman Part 2 is still a secret project, and only a small number of people have seen the pages so far. Production is planned to begin in spring 2026, and the movie is set to open in October 2027, but those plans could change. Robert Pattinson is expected to return as Batman, and other actors may come back, but the full cast has not been announced. For now, the clear message is simple: do not trust every rumor about Robin, and wait for official news from the filmmakers. Wait for the filmmakers to share the real story and cast. DreamWorks Animation and Universal Pictures have officially delayed Shrek 5 again, moving its release to June 30th, 2027. The film was first set for July 2026 before being pushed to December 2026, and now fans will have to wait even longer. The studio has not given an official reason, but industry insiders believe the move was made to avoid a crowded holiday season filled with major blockbusters. Releasing in the summer gives the film more breathing room and a better chance to dominate the box office, especially with a strong family audience that usually shows up in July. The good news is that the beloved cast is back. Mike Myers will once again voice Shrek, Eddie Murphy is returning as Donkey, and Cameron Diaz is reprising her role as Princess Fiona. In an exciting addition, Zendaya has joined the cast as Shrek and Fiona's teenage daughter, Felicia. Walt Thorne and Conrad Vernon will direct, with Brad Abelson serving as co-director. This makes it the first Shrek film since Shrek Forever After in 2010, and expectations are understandably high. Fans are eager but also cautious, since early looks at the updated designs have sparked mixed reactions online. Still, after more than a decade, the franchise is finally returning to the big screen, and many are hopeful that the new film will capture the humor and heart that made Shrek a global phenomenon. Director Zach Cregger has confirmed that Austin Abrams, best known for his role in Cregger's recent horror film Weapons, will be the lead actor in the upcoming Resident Evil movie. The news came during Cregger's interview on the Ringer's Big Picture podcast, putting an end to weeks of rumors about who would star in the reboot. The film is scheduled to release in theaters on September 18, 2026, with Sony distributing and Constantin Film producing. Cregger is co-writing the script with Shay Hatton, who worked on projects like John Wick Chapter 4. The director explained that his version of Resident Evil will focus on a new story with original characters instead of retelling video game plots or bringing back well-known heroes like Leon Kennedy or Jill Valentine. He described the movie as a tense personal journey seen through one main character, with a slower and scarier tone that matches the survival horror roots of the games. Production is expected to take place in Prague, after reports showed the project has been registered to film in Czechia. With Abrams confirmed in the lead and Cregger promising a darker style, the reboot is shaping up to bring Resident Evil back to true horror. Noah Centineo has been officially cast as a young John Rambo in a new prequel titled John Rambo. This story will explore Rambo's origins during the Vietnam War before the events of the original First Blood from 1982. The project is being produced by Millennium Media and will be directed by Jalmari Highlander, known for Sisu. The screenplay is written by Rory Haynes and Saurabh Noshirvani. Filming is set to begin in early 2026 in Thailand, which will stand in for Vietnam. Sylvester Stallone, who made the character famous through 5 films, is aware of the project but will not be involved. The film marks the first time the iconic role will be taken on by another actor, signaling a fresh start for the franchise. Centineo's casting represents a major shift for both him and the series, and the move has sparked strong reactions from fans online. Still, with a talented new cast and creative team, the prequel aims to bring a new, deeper look into Rambo's early life and how he became the hero or anti-hero fans know today. Karen Gillan has joined the new Highlander movie as Heather, the mortal wife of immortal hero Connor MacLeod. Henry Cavill leads the reboot as MacLeod, while Russell Crowe plays his mentor, Ramirez. The film is directed by John Wick filmmaker Chad Stahelski and is being made under Amazon MGM Studios' United Artists banner. Gillan celebrated the news on Instagram, joking that her dialect coach can sit this one out, a nod to her Scottish roots and the story's Highland setting. In the original 1986 film, Heather was portrayed by Beattie Edney. This new version will give Gillan a fresh take on that role. Production is set to begin in September in Scotland. A theatrical release date has not been announced. Highlander follows immortals who battle across centuries until only one remains. With Cavill, Crowe, and now Gillan aboard and Stahelski steering, the reboot aims to honor the classic while opening the door to a new run of films. Daphne Keane, known for her standout roles in Deadpool and Wolverine and His Dark Materials, has officially joined the cast of Percy Jackson and the Olympians Season 3. She will play Artemis, the Greek goddess of the moon and the hunt. Alongside her, Sarah Chaudhry has been cast as Zoe Nightshade, Artemis's loyal lieutenant among the hunters of Artemis, who follows the goddess everywhere and has been by her side for centuries. Season 3 adapts The Titan's Curse, the 3rd book in Rick Riordan's series. The story follows Percy and his friends as they set out to rescue Annabeth and Artemis from the Titan Atlas. This season also brings in new faces, including Levi Chrysopoulos and Olive Abercrombie as Nico and Bianca D'Angelo. Production is already underway in Vancouver. Disney's early casting shows the studio's confidence in the series and its commitment to faithfully bring the story to life. Fans can catch Season 2 based on The Sea of Monsters when it premieres on December 10, 2025. Season 3 promises more adventure and beloved characters brought to life on screen. Nicolas Cage is reportedly in talks to lead Season 5 of HBO's crime anthology True Detective. The series is set to shift its setting to Jamaica Bay, New York, and will be helmed again by Issa Lopez, who led the successful Season 4 Night Country. If the deal goes through, Cage would play a detective, possibly named Henry Logan, investigating a new mystery in the gritty New York backdrop. This would mark Cage's first starring television role, although he is already attached to a live-action Spider-Man noir series for Prime Video, expected in 2026. Since the show began in 2014, each season has featured a fresh cast and story. Season 1 starred Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson. Season 4 featured Jodie Foster in her Emmy-winning turn. Production for Season 5 is expected to begin in 2026, with a likely premiere in 2027. Fans and critics alike are thrilled by the idea of Cage bringing his unique energy to True Detective's dark, atmospheric world. Jason Momoa is setting sail for a bold new adventure in The Pirate, an action-packed film currently in development at Amazon MGM Studios. He is teaming up with acclaimed action filmmaker David Leitch to bring his high-energy project to life. The story is described as the raid aboard a pirate ship, promising intense hand-to-hand battles in a high-stakes, confined setting. The script, penned by Will Dunn, was recently snapped up by Amazon MGM Studios, marking it as one of Hollywood's hottest spec projects. Leitch and his producing partner, Kelly McCormick, are in talks to produce under their 87 North banner, while Momoa is negotiating to produce with his On the Rome company. If everything falls into place, the film may become a starring vehicle for Momoa himself, offering him another showcase for his physical presence and action chops. Plot details remain under wraps, but the concept has already sparked excitement. Momoa's recent credits include the hit Minecraft movie and the Apple TV Plus drama Chief of War, and he also has roles lined up in Dune Part 3 and the Street Fighter reboot. Fans of relentless action and pirate thrills will likely want to keep an eye on this one. The Marvel Universe is expanding once again, and this time it is bringing even more star power. Florence Pugh has officially joined the cast of Spider-Man Brand New Day. adding a fresh wave of excitement for fans. Pugh, known for her standout performances in both dramatic roles and major franchises, has become one of Hollywood's most sought-after talents. In this upcoming chapter of the Spider-Man saga, Pugh is expected to bring both intensity and depth to the story, though her exact role is being kept secret for now. Marvel has hinted that this installment will introduce more female characters to balance out the dynamic within Peter Parker's world. The addition of Pugh signals that the studio is aiming to expand both its action sequences and emotional storytelling. Pugh's involvement has generated a lot of buzz online, especially after her success as Yelena Belova in Black Widow and Hawkeye. Her charisma and ability to steal every scene make her a perfect fit for the Spider-Man franchise. With Tom Holland returning as Peter Parker, fans are eager to see how the new cast will reshape the story. Spider-Man Brand New Day promises to deliver a mix of action, humor, and strong new characters. Fans of The Man of Steel can finally rejoice because Superman 2 is officially moving forward. After months of speculation and silence from the studio, new details have now been revealed, confirming that the sequel to James Gunn's upcoming Superman will indeed take flight. This announcement solidifies DC's commitment to building a long-term cinematic universe around the iconic hero, and fans are already buzzing with theories about what's next. According to the first reports, the project has been quietly in development alongside Gunn's current Superman film, which is set to reboot the character for a brand new era. While the first movie will focus on Clark Kent finding his place as both a reporter and Earth's protector, the sequel is expected to dive even deeper into his challenges as a hero. This could mean introducing powerful villains from the comics or exploring Superman's relationships in ways that fans haven't seen on the big screen before. The confirmation of Superman 2 not only excites longtime DC supporters, but also signals that Warner Bros. Is betting heavily on Superman to lead the next chapter of the DC Universe. One thing is clear, the future of Krypton's last son is looking brighter than ever. Disney fans can finally celebrate as Cruella 2 is officially moving forward. According to industry insider Daniel RPK, the sequel to the stylish 2021 hit has entered development, sparking fresh excitement among audiences who loved Emma Stone's bold take on the iconic villain. The first Cruella was praised for its edgy storytelling, punk-inspired fashion, and Stone's magnetic performance, making the announcement of a follow-up a highly anticipated one. While details about the plot are still under wraps, the sequel is expected to continue exploring Cruella's transformation into the ruthless fashion mogul known from 101 Dalmatians. Fans are eager to see how the character will evolve after the events of the first film, which left her in full control of her unique persona and her growing influence in the fashion world. Emma Stone is set to reprise her role, and reports suggest that Disney is determined to elevate both the scale and drama of the sequel. With the first film's mix of dark humor, striking visuals, and unforgettable costumes, expectations are already high. Cruella 2 promises to dive deeper into the rebellious world of one of Disney's most iconic characters, blending glamour, chaos, and villainy into an unforgettable ride. Marvel fans have reason to cheer as Ryan Reynolds is officially confirmed to appear as Deadpool in Avengers Doomsday. This marks Deadpool's first major crossover into the core Marvel Cinematic Universe after the success of Deadpool and Wolverine. The news has sparked a wave of excitement as audiences anticipate the Merc with a mouth finally standing alongside the Avengers in what is shaping up to be one of the biggest Marvel films yet. Reynolds has become synonymous with the role of Deadpool, bringing his sharp humor, meta-commentary, and unpredictable energy to the screen. His inclusion in Avengers Doomsday suggests that Marvel plans to fully integrate Deadpool into future storylines, giving him a significant presence in the battle against the film's looming threat. While plot specifics remain closely guarded, the film is expected to feature an ensemble of heroes from across the multiverse, making Deadpool's wild personality a perfect addition to the chaos. Fans are already speculating about how Deadpool will interact with Earth's mightiest heroes, particularly given his tendency to break the fourth wall and his irreverent sense of humor. With Reynolds returning, Avengers Doomsday is set to deliver both epic action and plenty of laughs. Disney's Jungle Cruise, inspired by the beloved theme park attraction, made a big splash with audiences when it premiered in 2021. Starring Dwayne Johnson and Emily Blunt, the film combined humor, action, and adventure, leading fans to hope for a follow-up. Now there's fresh news on the long-awaited sequel. Reports confirm that Jungle Cruise 2 is still in active development at Disney. A screenwriter has been secured to shape the next chapter of the story, and Matthew Robinson has been tapped for the job.
Robinson is known for his work on edge-of-your-seat adventure stories, making him a fitting choice for the project. While no official release date or production timeline has been announced, the update reassures fans that Disney has not abandoned the sequel. Johnson and Blunt are both expected to return, though their involvement has not yet been officially confirmed. With Robinson now penning the script, the film could move closer to production once schedules align for its stars. The first Jungle Cruise earned praise for its entertaining blend of fantasy and fun, and Disney clearly sees potential in expanding it into a franchise. Fans will now be waiting eagerly for more updates on this adventurous sequel. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.